Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, "tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember, it was in the bleak December, and fresh needles from a fragrant pine were scattered on the floor. Eagerly I wished the morrow. Vainly I had sought to borrow from my wine surcease of sorrow, for 'twas the night before. 'Twas the night before the holiday, where the relatives hoped to score lots of presents, more and more. And the glitzy, glad, uncertain rustling of each tinsel curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic fancies never felt before, so that now to still the beating of my heart I stood repeating, "'Tis some relative entreating entrance at my chamber door, some drunk relative entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more." Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there, wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no adults ever dared to dream before. But in the silence came a jingle, and my sixth sense gave a tingle, and in the sky I saw Kris Kringle in a sleigh, pulled by reindeer. "Santa Claus?" I dared to whisper, torn between sheer joy and fear. Then by chimney he appeared. Then this jolly elf beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, by the rosy cheeks and dimples of the countenance it wore. "Though thy beard be white as snow," I said, "and mouth drawn in a bow, tell me, Kris, what hast thou brought me in that sack of toys you throw?" And with round little belly shaking like a bowl of jelly, quoth the Kringle, "Ho, ho, ho!" Much I marvelled this ungainly elf to hear discourse so plainly, though its answer little meaning, little relevancy bore. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing Santa standing there before, standing right before the stockings, stuffing them with gifts galore. Does he own his own toy store? But Kris Kringle, standing lonely by that Christmas hearth, spoke only those 3 words, as if his soul in those 3 words he did outpour. Nothing further then he uttered, not a trinket then he fluttered, till I scarcely more than muttered, "I've been burned by you before. On the morrow there'll be nothing but torn paper on the floor, and the kids will still want more." And then Santa, as if he knew how to impress me, well, just flew up the chimney and off the roof, sleigh and reindeer as before. And his eyes had all the seeming of a sugar plum that is dreaming, and the moonlight o'er him streaming threw his shadow on the snow. Then he called out, "Happy Christmas!" to the sleeping throngs below, and I echoed, "Ho, ho, ho!"